Hey everybody, it's Stephanie, getting healthy with Stephanie the food addict here. Uh, come to you to tell you today is November the 20th. I have been walking now for 3 days straight on my trail that's real close to my house. And I just got done. My face was real red right before I made this video, but it's already starting to calm down, but it was like beet red. But I had a few things I had to do when I got home before I made the video. I should have made it whenever I was on my walk, but instead I was chit-chatting. And so I'm on my lunch break still, and I just wanted to say it's day 286 out of since I started this page. February 7th, 2025 is when I began it, and I've had a lot of things going with my health in the meantime. I've had like a few different flares where I woke up and my body was just in a lot of pain in certain joints is what I think, and it would hurt for well, my foot was swollen and it hurt for like 10 weeks. But I could walk on it, but not really in the beginning. I was like literally having to just barely get by. And so I've had this happen, a few times this year. It's never happened before. And then it happened in the other foot twice, the right foot, and then it happened in my left, top of my left leg, hip area, back area, sciatica area. But it wasn't just my sciatica. It wrapped all the way around the inside of the top of my leg, into my groin. It was weird, and it hurt real bad for 3 days. Same with the foot the last 2 times. But the first time on the left side where it was all swollen, it was like 10 weeks, like I said, and I had to go get an MRI on my foot and everything, and ended up coming back good. But there's been a lot. I'll do like a summary, real soon, of kind of speed everybody up if you're just now starting on my channel. But now I'm going to be going for a myocardial perfusion stress test next week, 2 days before Thanksgiving, on November the 25th, Tuesday, 2025, because recently I had a CT angiogram of my heart, the coronary arteries, and they discovered that I have 50 to 70% blockage in my right coronary artery at the point of origin. I'm still having that pain all the time in my left shoulder blade, left arm, and intermittently off and on in my chest. And the pain waxes and wanes. It gets, if it doesn't feel as bad, and then it hurts real bad, and I have no idea what is going on. But what I do know is that I, have to, and all this started, back, if you've been literally listening, back in 2023 when I had my gallbladder out. I went home diagnosed with high blood pressure. Never had high blood pressure before. I'm also going to be going to get a renin angiotensin blood test done. It's going to basically show if I have primary aldosteronism, because years ago when I was like 20 years old, they did a CT of my pelvis and abdomen, and they found masses on both of my adrenal glands that are on top of my kidneys. And that, a lot of times, when you have that means, not always, but it can mean that you have primary aldosteronism, which could have a lot to do with the visceral fat that I carry in my midsection, and the metabolic disorder I got going on. You can see it on me, you can see all the big tire that wraps up right here underneath my top of my belly button, underneath my breast. I have a bra on, and part of this chin is genetic, but I think that a lot of it has to do with hormone and whatever's going on in my body. Don't know that I have this yet, but I'm going to get that blood test, and that's going to paint the picture. So it's not cancer, I don't believe, because I've had these things like literally for 19 years that I know of, and that would have killed me by now if that's what was going on. So those masses, I don't believe, are benign in any way, but I definitely think that they could be what's causing a lot of my healthcare problems. And so, yeah, I got coronary artery disease now, and that's not cool. So I've got to start walking. I've got to get serious about what I'm doing now. Like, I started off wanting to do this because, I knew, like, that there was something wrong. I don't know what's wrong. Still, the cardiologist still doesn't think that the pain that I'm chronically feeling all the time has anything to do with my heart. And I'm also going to be going to get a nerve conduction study done too to see if there's a nerve problem. So I'm waiting to have that done. And I'm going to be going to the OBGYN because we're going to talk about estrogen too. You know, surges and hormones and so forth, and the health that can have on your, the poor health it can have on your cardiovascular system. So all these things are interconnected, and there's a lot of specialists that know a lot about their specialty, but they don't know about the next person's specialty and how a lot of it's all linked. And so I'm trying to make all the right choices. I know that's going to be diet, exercise, no added sugars, you know, just fruits, vegetables, no sodas. I just, you know, protein. I gotta eat protein. I just gotta, you know, pretty much live around the edge of the supermarket, you know, stay off the aisles, and listen to this cardiologist, Dr. Jeremy London. He's out of Savannah, Georgia. He's pretty big, pretty famous dude, but he makes a lot of videos, and he says that he heard, and he believes this, when you're gonna eat something, longer the shelf life, shorter your life. Longer the shelf life, shorter your life. Yeah. So, you know, try to eat fresh. You know, if canned vegetables is all you can eat, even what he said, you know, eat that. It's better than other things. Oh my God, look at that huge spider hanging right there from my roof. Oh my God, he could have been on me. Jeepers creepers. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my God. Okay, anyway. I gotta get pest control out here. Oh my God. Oh my God. And you know what? I think I'm in his web. Oh my God. That means he can get on me. Hang on. Let me get away. Okay, there we go. Now you live your best life, little man. Okay, I'm gonna live mine. That's right. So I'm gonna in this video pretty soon, but I'm getting back on track, guys. I got to go back to work. I got 4 hours left, and then I'm gonna be off. And then I'm gonna be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going bowling with my little girl tomorrow on her field trip. Isabella, she's 9, and then I'll be off Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll have to go back to work Monday, and then I'll be off Tuesday through Sunday and go back Monday, and then yeah. So I'm about to have I'm 12 hours, 4 hours left today. Then I get 3 days off, and then I got 1 8-hour day, and then I got you know, like 7 days off. So I'm so happy about that. But my swelling on my feet have got a lot better. I'm gonna make a long video later. Okay, it's gonna be like this long, a little bit longer, but it's gonna kind of go back. I'm gonna kind of give you a chronological breakdown of what's been going on, because if any of these things are going on with you, you know, these might be tests that you need to have done to rule some things out that you want to know about. I'm a registered nurse as well. I don't work currently as a registered nurse, but I am a coder. I do risk adjustment coding for a big healthcare plan. Anyhow, you know, so I just want to share my knowledge, because this has been hard to deal with. Been in a lot of pain, and it's been scary. And I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. and I had indigestion and felt nauseous. And, you know, I always have this pain in my left arm and in my left shoulder. And I don't know what to do. you know, like, I'm just waiting for these tests to be done. I've been to the emergency room several times. And everything's being followed up with outpatient. Every time I go, it's outpatient. It gets sent back outpatient. So I don't know what else to do other than to just wait and have these things done. One thing at a time, and pray that if it is something major, that God's going to let them find it soon and give me the time in between now and then to make it. So, because honestly, I've had a few scares where I was really afraid that something, like, you know, something really bad was going to, like, that impending doom feeling almost, like, oh my God, like, this really could be cardiac. And now that I've got that diagnosis of coronary artery disease, you know, that's got me even more freaked out, and it's all soft plaque. My calcium channel score, my calcium score was 0. Cardiologist couldn't believe it. Could not believe the amount of blockage in my right coronary artery, and it was 0. But that just goes to tell you that there's no calcified plaque. There is no calcified plaque in that artery. So it's all soft, which makes it more dangerous because it can easily bleed and obstruct. So Lord help me get all my ducks in a row and get this, if anybody knows anything about coronary artery disease and how to clear your passages, how to reduce it, you know, or what they've done to help them get better health, let me know. Share it with me, because I don't know everything, that's for sure, obviously. So, thanks for listening, and take care, and God bless. And peace, love, and happiness, and Hakuna Matata.